since I am the skeptic, I've always believed in any sort of ghosts or anything like that. I didn't really expect to see anything out there.
My name is Christy Roberts. I'm with P.A.S.T Researchers. I am the founder of the group. I founded the group back in 2006. When I was younger, I lived in a house that was supposedly haunted. It was a plantation house that had, it was probably about 400 years old.
Okay.
So things would happen, things would move, just weird things. You'll hear people walking around upstairs. If no one was upstairs, you would see shadows from the corner of your eye. And I was 6 or 7 at this time, so it's quite young, didn't understand what the paranormal was. So as I got older, I learned, okay, things shouldn't move on their own.
I have to say the people that we went with that showed us around, paranormal hunters, they were a lot different than I expected. At first, I have to admit, I was half expecting someone, like when you walk in the woods and step on a twig, all of a sudden, someone just yelling, "Oh, it's a ghost. There's a ghost behind you." Stuff like that. But they were not like that at all. I was very impressed about how serious they were and how skeptical they were about things that were going on. In a lot of the interviews I did with people, the person would say, like, they would all come to a consensus, or if someone heard something, the other one would pipe up, "Oh, that was me," or say, "Oh no, that was the wind," and things like that. So I'd say I felt like they were a lot more serious than I thought, and they're a lot more legit than I thought they were going to be.
All we do is just try to find the evidence. We don't try to, say that, "Oh, this is on limestone, this is why it's haunted." No, I don't believe that at all. This is honestly a boring, type of hobby. But what makes it worthwhile is when you go back and you listen to that 8 hours of audio, replaying that night again, and then finally getting something, and you're like, "Yes, I got something."
Yeah.
And you know it's not fake because you trust the people that you're with. That's the main thing, is being with the people and knowing that they're not whispering in there, they're not making anything up, and even if there is something, they'll raise their hand and say, "No, that was me."
You guys see it?
All right, we're good.
Okay. We put the ball out because we know there's kids around in the area. So what they would do, this ball changes colors if somebody touches it. So if you touch it, you can see that it'll change colors when somebody grabs it. See how it changes colors? Mm-hmm. So we can keep an eye on it. So if one of the kids grabs it, hopefully we'll get a shot of the palm print on the ball. So if you hold it long enough, you move your hand, it changes colors. You trying to make it change colors?
Yeah.
Just grab it.
You broke it.
Yeah, I know. It used to work before you touched it.
It's because he's a skeptic.
Yep.
Now take your hand away from it.
The ball thing never worked at all. I couldn't even get the thing to light up. They thought I was a ghost.
Is that collection, brother, man? Here, give it a shot.
The ball won't turn.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, he held it in his hand.
Yeah, you got the grip. You
don't have to grip it. Actually, you don't have to grip it too
I guess
hard.
I
if you grip
think it
like
was just
that.
because I was cold outside in a t-shirt and it was freezing cold staying out there till about 12 o'clock.
I know, right?
And also with the ball thing that confused me, I couldn't get a handprint on it because I was cold. And I'm pretty sure ghosts are usually cold too. So it didn't make sense why it would make a handprint or anything if anybody did anything like that.
Exactly. We haven't had it do
Yeah.
that, but if it's
Okay,
a cold
so
spot,
it might be a
it's not
slight
going to even show
misconception.
anything.
Yeah, it's not going to show.
It's an experiment, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I just
We haven't
wanted to
been to
know-
too many
That's a cool
places
idea.
with kids yet.
I do. Some places have higher activity, like
Um,
I don't know much, but I always hear like sane asylums, stuff like that seem to be popular.
I think any place that has the potential to have your hospitals, like your TB wards, a lot of these people have passed and not know. I think any area where people have passed and not know that they have passed or do not know that they're dead, I think those are the people that are going to carry on. They have a will to survive.
Place would you say was like the scariest you've been to, or like biggest presence of things that you just definitely felt?
There are 2 locations. We will have Waverly Hills, which is in Louisville, Kentucky, and then we will also, the most scary place for me was West Virginia Penitentiary. The most evil EVP I've ever heard, and you'll have to hear it with your own ears. But once we slowed it down, it was actually 3 people or 3 voices, and it said, "Hit them brownies over the head." And at that time, we had two girls that were together with us, and you hear, "Get out of the way, hit them brownies over the head," and then someone laugh. When we looked into the history of terminology in the 1920s, brownies meant gay.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we had 2 girls that were girlfriends with us.
What do you look for when you get to a place like this? What are you
We
listening
look for anything that will generate electricity because we use
K2
EMF detectors, which is electronic
detect
magnetic fields. We want to detect if there's any energy whatsoever that could cause our equipment to go off.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily paranormal that was causing it. It was malfunctioning alarm clock.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And their alarm clock was putting up such a high EMF rating that them sleeping beside it every night was messing with their head, making them see stuff.
We also we will walk and just get a feel of our surroundings. Does it feel creepy? Does it feel like something's here with us?
Yeah.
Do we hear anything? That's what we do.
There's a whole lot of stuff on it.
Does it?
It's hard to make it out there.
My name is Christy. I'm here to visit. We are not here to disturb anything or damage your property. We just want to communicate with you. If if someone's with us, can you touch this ball or this flashlight for us? If you touch this device, it will turn on. A light will turn on. When it turns on, that means you're answering our question with a yes. Are you able to turn the light on for us?
The flashlight thing did make me curious for a little bit. What it was just a little flashlight that was a twist off. And they had me test everything, and it worked and stuff. You twist on and off, and it came on and off.
Look.
There it goes.
Turn it off.
So you want me to hit somebody with the ball, or is there somebody coming? Is somebody coming? Turn the light off. Do you want me to hit Ross? Turn the light off if you want me to hit Ross. I'll hit him right now.
And you can't
Oh,
run.
they're nice.
What?
What'd you throw?
I threw the ball.
For me, I think to explain it as the skeptic's standpoint and how it wasn't paranormal activity was when they put the flashlight up on top of the grave, they turn it to the point where it's like almost on. And you've seen a house light switch before. If it's like half on, sometimes
You gotta get it just
flickers
right.
back and forth, not knowing what it wants to do.
What we do is
at
we
all.
want to make sure that they can hit it or touch it. But even because at the residence, I was saying, look, even though I had it set for them to come on, I would hit it against my hand and it would not come on.
Yeah.
But it was sitting on the desk in front of us, and each time we asked a question, it would come on.
Oh, yes, the Catholic
Yeah.
Church.
Do you want Ryan to stand beside you? Oh,
You think I'm cute?
nice.
Oh God, he is wrong.
Stay bright. Got it.
He doesn't believe that you're around here.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Can you please touch him?
Tell them.
Oh, she's cussing you out. Look here.
If you're more than a dysfunctional light, turn off.
Dysfunctional light.
Overall, it was a very interesting experience getting their point of view on things. I had never thought of anything like that. I've never really met anybody like that. I've met people that believed in that stuff, but never as like wholeheartedly as them. And I guess I was just the complete polar opposite right away. That we said I was the huge skeptic, which I was. And they did ask me at the end if it changed my mind or anything. It didn't. I didn't really see anything out there that would make me believe otherwise. It's very cool hearing all their stories about things that they said they heard before and what made them become that way. Even one of the girls out there was claiming she was a huge skeptic and thought her friends were just absolutely crazy before it happened to her. And they told me many times, and I agree, you're a skeptic until you see something, because there's no way you're going to believe something like that until you see it.